Good morning, good morning. Another day of chaos. Jesus. Oh boy, guys. Morning. Yep. Same shit, different day, guys. We're on Bitcoin sitting at 108.8. How's it going? Good morning. Hey, guy in the house. Good morning, crypto fam. I'm starting out a tiny bit earlier today. I've got some stuff I gotta head out and do a little earlier today, so we're gonna have a shorter live stream, but not too short. Crypto JPEG also here this morning. Good morning, Otaku. Bring the chaos. We're here to bring the chaos. Thank you for saying the magic word. The Crypto JPEG. Joy also. Good morning, everyone. She's also, he or she, I'm assuming, is also a regular here now. Basically, sending the love and support from Florida. Great intro and vibes here. Thanks again, Joy. And I miss Florida. I gotta go back soon, man. It's been almost a year now. Almost. All right, guys. So what do we got this morning? Let's get into it. Not enough coffee is what I have. Not enough coffee every single day. All right, guys. This is what we're looking at this morning. We've got Bitcoin sitting at 108. 108. There we go. On the right screen. There we go. 108.8. As of last night, when we were predicting, of course, our crypto chaos magic, yet again, guys, pretty much. I mean, we're coming up a little bit now. I want to be wrong, guys. I want to be so wrong. Let's freaking go. Can we just do this? Can we just do that? The super bull target. I'd love to see that play out. But yeah, I mean, kind of invalidated a little bit here on my baseline target, but not quite into the bull. We gotta keep going, man. We gotta keep going. I feel everyone's got to be exhausted now. Everyone has to be exhausted. Is there anything on the long end that we're looking at or maybe missing in terms of patterns? I mean, there on the 1 hour there is kind of like a inverted head and shoulder here. That was as of the beginning of the month. It's kind of already been validated. It's also not really. There's no real clear shoulder, so it's not really that kind of positive outlook for coming out of that. I mean, it could be like a dirty head and shoulders or a drunken head and shoulders. I mean, there's kind of a little shoulder there and there. But either way, we're continuing onward now with this little divot up to the upside. Hopefully, probably getting a retest of 109 and some change, 109, almost 110, and then probably a knock backward yet again until this narrative really kicks out. The Trump tariffs. And then, of course, guys, my current narrative, I think, is gone. My current prediction from June, I think this one's going to get wiped out today. I've got a little bit less than 12, a little more than 12 hours, I should say. A little more than 12 hours. Yeah, something like that. Like 15 hours to basically invalidate this one. And then we move on to Jake the Snake, the King of Ohio, calling for all new all-time highs on Thursday. And then after that, I'm pretty much going to stick with my guns on this idea that Gammas is going to play out. And I put mine directly above her as this one gets invalidated. We'll talk about that then later. All right, guys, that's where we are currently on the charts for Bitcoin. Nothing too exciting today. Oh, let me get back in here. Joyce says, LOL, I'm a she says. Okay. You just never know these days. You just never know. All right. So where we living now? Okay, so let's go into this here. I've got I got a little snippet from Bloomberg. I saved. We got about 5 minutes. I have enough time to cover it. It's just tiny. It's just a tiny little thing. Bloomberg did mention right before the market live open about a little bit of crypto via Robinhood and some of their deals in the UK.
Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev said the firm is in talks with regulators over its offering of tokenized equities in Europe. Last week, Robinhood announced retail investors using its app in the EU could start trading tokens that represent shares of U.S. equities on the blockchain. That move drew criticism from companies like OpenAI, which is weird. More than 100 people have been confirmed dead in floods.
And that's pretty much what I got for you this morning. I've got a whole bunch of articles we're going to cover. A lot of the stuff is Mostly headlines. Yeah, nothing too crazy. There's a couple of goodies in there from like Vitalik Buterin yet again, trying to get more decentralized from this platform. Maybe a little more open source. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing over there in the Ethereum Foundation. All right, let's go back and forth. What else we have here? I've got. I'm feeling some kind of way, guys. Got demonetized yesterday. That's news, right? That's newsworthy. We also had, what else
tore
happened
through
yesterday?
Central Texas.
Oh yeah, I got a call from a job. I'm gonna take a look at a job today. I really don't want to take a job, but my funds are getting kind of low, especially now getting dethroned on YouTube. Let's see what else this is not live. Okay, there we go. Just going to make sure they're not talking about anything crypto related and else on the market open. All right, guys, let's see what I can get into right now. We've got, of course, everyone's just waiting for the tariffs to roll over. We're waiting for the, market structure bill to pass, the Genius Act to pass, stable coins, right? Everyone wants a piece of the pie, and the ship has not sailed yet. Has not sailed yet. All right, let's get into some of the articles I have. I'm going to keep this in the background just so I don't miss it, and we'll move on. All right, Jim Duringer also here, guys, saying instantly going to number one fan in the chat. There it is again, Jim Duringer. If Ethereum just dropped the guise and declared itself a corporation on blockchain, it would look a lot more honest. Jim Duringer says limitations, institutions will do that with or without Vitalik's consent, just a matter of time. I agree with you, Jim. At some point, I think they're going to have to change the the figurehead, right? The spokesperson, the poster child of Ethereum, because it's just not working out for them. Especially, he's kind of calmed down with the going in public and dancing sort of stuff, but yeah, still not looking great for Ethereum and its investors. Although the money does not stop flowing. We keep talking about BlackRock keep purchasing loads and loads and loads of Ethereum. Let's get into Vitalik while we're on the subject. Vitalik Buterin urges crypto to embrace copyleft licensing to revive open source ethos. Feeling a little bit more crypto punk there, Vitalik. At least the foundation is trying to appear to be. All right, Vitalik Buterin advocates to copyleft licenses to ensure shared innovation in crypto. He argues permissive models no longer work as the space grows more competitive. Copyleft licensing forces reciprocity. I can't pronounce it. This morning, guys. I need more coffee. Stupid. Helping preserve the open source ethos. In a blog post published Monday, Buterin urged developers to consider licenses that are not only permit code sharing but require reciprocal transparency for derivative projects. While Buterin once supported more permissive approach, licenses that allow anyone to modify or reuse code freely, he now favors copyleft. Copyleft versus permissive. Why crypto needs code sharing rules. The key distinction lies in enforcement. Permissive licenses expect goodwill, while copyleft compels contributors to open their code if they build on someone else's work. The crypto space has become more competitive and mercenary-like. Damn, that's brutal. Buterin wrote, we are less able than before to count on people open sourcing their work purely out of niceness. Strange choice of words there. Buterin sees copyleft as a practical solution for a problem of incentives. While crypto is becoming more commercialized, voluntary sharing no longer scales. We covered a little bit of this last night too. I just wanted to bring it out front again. But yeah, that's kind of the current ethos that Vitalik is pushing as of today, or as of yesterday. This came out yesterday. All right. Let's get back in the chat real quick. Take a look at Jim. We got our TradFi expert here on the show. Jeez, how's it going, Jim? Good morning. Hope you got enough coffee too in you to get the day going. Jim Daringer says institution of that with yes, I murdered that one there. Ari says good morning, Otaku. Good morning, Ari. Good morning. As the walls close in, he clings to decentralization more than ever. Stark contrast from when he gave all of that Ethereum to Lido and caused a centralization risk. Nearly blew up Ethereum. When he wants to swing at a paper derivatives trading wild, that's a whole different beast. Doubt he wins that battle as well, says Jim. Alrighty. Oh gosh, guys. we got the market open. I think we got it. I think we missed it. Yeah, damn it, we missed it just by a hair.
You can see the NASDAQ futures up 0.2, Russell futures up 4. So maybe more on the positive side. You hear the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. You've got Core Civic ringing the opening bell. I think it's like they run prisons. So when Donald Trump was elected, the stock basically tripled, right, overnight. Down at the NASDAQ, Natera, NTRA, they're up 227% over the past 5 years. So they've had a pretty good run. In terms of the stocks that we're watching, Apple is front and center, but not really moving too much.
Not moving, but I promise it's interesting if you take a look at the details. We're watching Apple because it's lost its top AI modeling executive to Meta in a setback for Apple's AI ambitions, which has already seen plenty of setbacks. Remember that Meta has been on an acqui-hire spree to accomplish artificial super intelligence. Apple shares can't really decide what to do. They were down, now they're up, but we know that they've been a big underperformer so far in 2025.
Yeah, also watching in terms of stocks that are moving, renewable energy companies. You can see here Enphase is down 5%, Nextera down 2%, First Solar down 3%, after President Trump called for new rules that would restrict access to tax incentives for solar or wind projects that already had been pared back by his one big beautiful bill. All right, that's a roundup of some of the stocks we're watching. At the top, we're going to continue to bring you movers as this market gets trading. Right now, we're back with Manulife, John Hancock, co-chief investment strategist, Emily Rowland. And Emily, we're kind of in wait-and-see mode when it comes to tariffs, right? We thought July 9th would be the deadline. Then we were told maybe August 1st, and Trump said that's not too firm. So how do you invest around this kind of uncertainty?
Yeah, Matt, we always try our best to minimize political and geopolitical inputs in our investment process because they're just so difficult to handicap here. You know, it's really easy to have analysis paralysis if you're trying to digest all the news around the big, beautiful bill and around tariffs. What we're hoping here is that investors can move on to away from politics and towards profits. And we'll be able to do that next week with the start of earnings season with the big banks. It kind of reminds us of, I don't know if you remember that famous Bill Belichick interview about 10 years ago. They had lost to the Chiefs. He's in the press conference and he just keeps saying, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. And that's kind of what we're thinking about as it relates to earnings season here, and analysts are penciling in 5% earnings growth for the S&P 500. We are looking at opportunities to see companies that can maintain margins in a more challenging environment here. Quality leadership coming back as we enter the back half of the year. Momentum and technicals have really sort of driven cross-asset leadership, and we think those high-quality stocks that can produce solid earnings results have the ability to see some price appreciation into earnings season.
So numbers aside, when it comes to the upcoming earnings season, we were having a great conversation with Lori Calvasina yesterday, and she made the point that we need to see more guidance. These companies have had 3 months to figure things out. And you think about the narrative from last earnings season, it was that basically companies didn't know what was going to happen. No one did. This time around, what are you expecting when it comes to the guides and the conversations that we'll get on earnings calls?
Yeah, I think there's still some, question about how tariffs are going to impact some of these companies. But you're right, it was amazing last earnings season, you saw companies giving 2 sets of guidance, scrapping guidance altogether. So hopefully we should have a little bit more of a robust set of information from corporate leaders this quarter. But what we're watching more specifically is just sort of how depressed, the returns have been in the United States versus Europe. So you look at analysts penciling in about -5% growth for MSCI EFA earnings. And meanwhile, they're looking at, mid-single digit returns in the US. European markets have far outpaced their US counterparts, even with negative earnings growth. A lot of that has been driven by the weaker dollar. I think that's going to be another important conversation in the earnings season that's upcoming here about how currency dynamics have impacted profits. But we think that there can be a comeback here, given those better economic and relative earnings trends in the United States that have really been discounted versus European counterparts.
So do you sell Europe short and use that cash to buy the US? I mean, what a pair trade.
I know we would be.
All right. So yeah, everyone's feeling it. Everyone's feeling exhaustion. Everyone's over, of course, the tariffs. Everyone's waiting for that narrative to move on. And yeah, it's good to hear that we're not the only one feeling it. Okay. Speaking of feeling it, I mean, are we though? Are we? Every time I see the market cap on my phone in the morning, I wake up, it's like 3.3, 3.4. I'm just like, I don't know. It feels like it's a good day, but it's not. I think we're spoiled. But crypto market cap in general is kind of following Bitcoin because Bitcoin's obviously the most dominant piece of it. I just want to kind of share this with you guys this morning. Crypto market cap in general sitting at 3.36 trillion. The same cup and handle pattern is obviously seen there because Bitcoin's driving the market. And we're waiting for higher upside. But I mean, we really aren't that much lower than we were back in January. So again, prices are definitely loading in now. That we newer prices are going to start loading in, I should say, for some of our favorite projects. I don't know if all-time highs are going to be hit with everything soon, but my God, guys, we are so exhausted. So exhausted. Oh, it's ridiculous. And Bitcoin dominance still near all-time highs. 65%, not all-time highs, but year-to-date highs for Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at some of the metrics before we continue. I got some other articles I want to go into in a bit too. Crypto fear and greed index right now sitting at 65. We've got the stock market opening now in 75. Let me make sure this is up to date. Yeah, 75. So still an extreme greed, just barely for the stock market. As she mentioned, the earnings seasons are expected to roll out and start. Everyone's getting a little too greedy. When crypto. Soon, guys, soon. I actually did get flagged on the on the Groundhog Day stuff, so I got to be careful on that now. Damn it! I can never have any fun.
When will then be now? Soon.
All right. So yeah, and then taking a look at the Dixie. Dixie still climbing. Damn it, we might hit 98 soon. Damn it. I was excited to see a lower low on the Dixie this week, but we may not see that. The lowest we hit so far was 96.4, 96.3, something like that. What was it, last week? Yeah, last week. All right, guys, and then we've got crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles showing us now that everything is kind of coming up, right? Everything's kind of coming up. Crow is getting a little bit of a pump. I got actually, I think, a little bit of Crow to talk about this morning. Yeah, they announced a new offering. Let's see if I can find that article now that we got Crow up there, and I can tell you why it's popping off. Where is it? This one, Crypto.com launches whale basket to mirror top stock investors, kind of like, of course, the S&P 500. And, of course, Grayscale is working on an ETF to do the same exact thing, to incorporate most of the top 10 assets, at least the top 5, excluding stablecoins. Crypto.com launches whale basket to mirror top stock investors. Crypto.com enters stock copy trading market. While Basket Tool provides users a curated selections of whales, influential investors with public disclosed holdings, including members of Congress, hedge fund managers, Warren Buffett, Nancy Pelosi, and Dan Miser, and Bill Ackman are among the featured whales, according to the official announcement. By selecting a whale, users can automatically replicate the composition of their portfolio, receive notifications when positions change, and adjust their holdings with a single tap. Crypto.com says the feature will include over 10 investors to choose from. It supports investments starting at just $50. It also offers the flexibility to fund baskets using USD, crypto, and users can opt in securities lending programs to potentially generate yield. Unlike some competitors, the platform does not charge subscription fees to access the investor strategies. So yeah, copy trading to the extreme on Crypto.com. Let's see what else we have here. Mixed results and risks to copy and trading. Still in the performance, copy trading remains mixed. A study conducted of researchers from university highlights the copy trading leads to excessive risk taking, and although users can replicate top traders, this often increases risk exposure. Also, like, do your own research. Know what you're investing into, right? Yeah, take some of the risk out. Academic studies also warn that as many followers end up mirroring trades with a delay, especially in equities where positions are disclosed quarterly, reducing the potential for returns. Nonetheless, tools like whale baskets may appeal to the passive investors who prefer to rely on long-term strategies or established investors rather than conduct individual stock research. Exactly what I'm talking about. Let me know, Jim, how you feel about this. I don't think I've ever talked too much about copy trading or, investment portfolios that copy, notable investors. I know MEXC, they've been around a while for crypto, like via MEXC, where you can copy individual traders. But this is kind of different, I guess, with known, with known whales. They're using whales, but known investors. At least in crypto exchanges. Okay, so let's see what we have here on the chat. Let me get back in the chat, guys. Man, I'm all over the place. There we go. Okay, as whales called. Let's see where I'm at with Jim. Oh yeah, still got the bell, so it counts. Thanks, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you. Let's see here. Good morning, fam. Says J Money. Shield the chaos and hit the like button. Yes, that's right. Please, guys, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a damn thing. We got demonetized yesterday, but we will be back. We will be back. Yeah, Shield the chaos, guys. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. We're trying to get to the show to 1,000 subs. Let's go. Let's get it. Still waiting on the day that blockchain signals adoption with ecosystem divergent in price action. Decoupling from Bitcoin would end the emerging market for hell for alts, says Jim. Going back to crypto coin market cap. I did want to point that out too. They have a little bit of a where's the market cap? There it is. Okay. They have a little bit of an indicator as well here for the applied alt season. Oh, maybe it's only on. Oh, there it is. There it is. 28 out of 100. When moon? It doesn't feel like soon when you look at the Bitcoin dominance versus the rest of the most of the altcoins, or if you're looking at just Ethereum versus Bitcoin, only damn near not even 10%. Not even 10%. Oh, jeez, guys. One day, guys, we'll wake up and we'll just be completely face melted. Let's see. Trump again kicking the can down the road. Says Andy. Good morning, Andy. How you doing? Good afternoon over there across the pond. 1st of August, not fixed. WTF? Yeah, Andy. Yeah, exactly. Everyone. I don't know why, but yesterday's excitement on crypto Twitter about the delay, but I'm just like, it's only going to create more uncertainty and doubt, basically. So I'm not sure why. Everyone was getting initially excited about that. Good morning, Keely. Good morning, Overcome in the house as well. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Good morning. Sending some chaos your way. Hopefully the markets will feel that. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? All right. Let's do a quick little roundup of the altcoins real quick. Crypto bubbles right now. Crow is pumping on that announcement. I'm pretty sure that's it. There might be something else out there, but their whale basket is moving the needle for them. What is this? This just moved in there not too long ago. 85 Volta. Not sure that's EOS. Oh, it's a new. Oh wait, EOS rebranded to Volta. Different. Okay. Gotcha. It's so hard to keep up with everything. Oh my gosh. Zcash is up 5%. Uniswap's up 3%. Everything's kind of starting to come back down now too. We got a little bit of a pump this morning, and following Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin seems to be getting a little bit of a retracement. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin's doing. Oh man, there we go. Alrighty, so still. Are we actually gonna do something different today? Look at that. We might actually break on up and break on out. I would love to see this, guys. This would be something different. It looks like we're finally getting above our baseline target, and wouldn't that be amazing if this plays out? Man, if only to create the possibility of breaking into an all-time high today and finally hitting my prediction right on the dot. That'd be amazing. I don't think it's going to happen though. I'm still calling for a later time frame. But it does look like it wants to at least try out and retest 110 again today. We did get a bit of a sell-off last night from the foreign markets. Usually what that happens, we roll into yin and yang type, relief. They pump our bags, we dump their bags, we pump their, they dump it, we pump it, back and forth, back and forth. I did want to mention this yesterday. I do have this article I want to pulled up. But before I do that, I got to check on Bloomberg, see if anything breaking news is happening right now.
This device constantly, right? Or my iPad or my Mac at home. But I don't use any Apple apps on those things, except for messages and music, right? I'm using Google's Chrome.
Why
I'm using
are you in their ecosystem?
Bloomberg. I'm using ChatGPT. So why does it matter if the top AI guy left, since they're going to use those other partners anyway to generate revenue?
So, I mean, when I look at Apple, traditionally they have developed their own ecosystem, whether it's their operating system, their own chips. They have optimized for performance. And you're right, for certain cases, apps, from Google serve better when it comes to traditional search.
They don't go into search, right?
But with that being said, I think AI is that sort of technology that it will impact them in terms of, providing a better voice assistant when it comes to Siri, or even, scheduling the calendar. So Apple does have a calendar app. Well, what about scheduling?
All right, everyone's still talking about
AI?
Apple losing the OpenAI bid to Facebook. I believe that's the narrative going on right now, because they can't seem to get a win, and they can't even buy a win. Winning. Not them. Speaking of winning, well, that rolls me right into it. If I could find the right article that I want to segue into. All right. Boom.
Win so much,
winning.
You may
Winning.
even get tired of winning.
I am so tired of winning, guys. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF breaks 700,000 in the Bitcoin barrier. Insane. BlackRock. Of course, the largest asset manager in the world. BlackRock iShares Bitcoin Trust has broken 700,000 Bitcoin, according to Glassnode data, just a year after its debut in January 2024. That makes its assets under management worth under $75.6 billion at today's value, per CoinGecko's data. The Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund is now the third most profitable fund by revenue in the world. Of its asset managers, holdings. The outstripping of both iShares Core S&P 500 IVV and the iShares Russell 2000 ETF. Ridiculous, guys. And this has only been around for a year, a year and a half now. Not even year and 3 months, I think. Since it was launched. It launched in April. No, it launched in launched January of 2000. It's been a year and a half. Yeah, 2024. BlackRock holds 700,000 Bitcoin now, and it's 62% of its way to surpass Satoshi as the world's largest single holder of Bitcoin. ETFs are already up there. Of course, this is not like for like Bitcoin, right? This is not in-kind Bitcoin. They do not get the Bitcoin out when they, take their when the investor or the oh geez, I'm having a morning, guys. Need more coffee. Oh my god. Of course, they're not going to get Bitcoin back when they pull their funds from the asset manager. They're going to get cash. And who's going to keep the Bitcoin? BlackRock. Who's never going to give up the Bitcoin? BlackRock is going to, of course, stay that way forever. Basically using everyone's funds to keep Bitcoin on the balance sheet. These funds debuted in 25 years ago in 2000. Though both funds have higher overall assets under management, they do charge lower management fees to investors. Hence, the Bitcoin ETF's rapid rise up in the rankings. So they're charging even more to hold Bitcoin for you. The news following a strong fortnight inflows at BlackRock's IBIT ETF, which, according to the data from Farsight Investors, attracted 52.8 million over the past 2 weeks, significantly outperforming all the U.S.-listed Bitcoin ETFs. Its closest competitor in terms of size is Fidelity Origin Bitcoin Fund, and which attracted 12.3 million. What it means for traders: head of international portfolio management Rajiv Sawini at the Wave Digital Assets International told Decrypt that he thinks the milestone is likely to have an impact for far beyond the ETF in history, any other ETF in history. Swanning says that the investment-based buying ETF is more typical of a buy and hold for investors. It's dampening the volatility of Bitcoin compared to past cycles. He pointed out the implied and realized volatility has continually witnessed incremental lows in recent months, citing the popularity of ETFs like BlackRock's as one likely cause. If you are in the market, or if you are a market maker or arbitrage hedge fund that thrives on volatility, this is not necessarily a good thing. Swanee expects this dynamic to continue into the summer, and for some traders pivot speculating on crypto-heavy equities like Japanese investment firm Metaplanet for stablecoin or stablecoin giant Circle. All right, and speaking of which, I can segue that into our next one. Oh boy, Metaplanet tops Tokyo standard market with 12.87 billion in June trading volume. Again, the top performer in Japan is a Bitcoin company. A Bitcoin company now, a hotel company in the past. Future Bitcoin hotel is their plan with their lineup, and they're gonna have a center, of course, for knowledge, for education into crypto and Bitcoin. All right, Japanese Bitcoin investment giant Metaplanet, who has been continuously increasing its Bitcoin holdings, has seen significant rise in stock trading volume in June, according to Reuters. The Metaplanet's trading volume rose to 1.86 trillion yen, 12 billion in June. Tokyo Stock Exchange data shows the numbers are nearly double the 997 billion yen in May. 6.8 billion. Wow, that's ridiculous. Doubled. Yeah, it really has doubled in trading volume. The firm's June trading volume surpassed that of Toyota Motor and Sony. Of course, two of the biggest names in Japan. While the top spot was taken by Advantest. It's also outperforming Nintendo, which just launched its own its newest console last month as well. This is crazy, guys. Metaplanet's Tokyo listed shares has surged more than 345% this year after it's made a strategic pivot to become a Bitcoin treasury firm in 2024. Oh, right. So yeah, that's again, I don't want to segue into that because we're talking about Metaplanet into that article, but yeah, still topping the charts in Japan. Okay, let's get back into Bloomberg, see if they're talking about anything else while we're waiting for them to return. They might be coming back right now. There we go.
Open interest. I'm Matt Miller. Let's get a quick check on stocks right now in the horseshoe. You can see the green chiclets dropping. Not huge gains, but the S&P 500 clawing back a little bit of what it lost yesterday. Right now at 62.36, still a relatively high level. Take a look at some of the stocks that are moving. The big kahuna is Apple. As I said, it's worth $3.1 trillion, a little more than that, even with today's drop, which is only 0.4%. Facebook climbing about 0.2%. So not big moves in terms of the mega cap stocks. You do have SoFi moving up 6.7%, and we're going to focus in on a SoFi story, Katie, right now.
Yeah, let's do that, because we've talked a lot about the companies that would be negatively hit from the tax package, but let's focus on one industry that could benefit: private student loans lenders, and SoFi in particular.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that. Oh man, yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to anyone holding a student loan that. Oh jeez. All right. Let's see what else we got on the ticket today. All right. I had a couple other things pulled up. Bitcoin bulls bank on Fed stealth rate cuts. What is that? Let's see. Did I go through all of it? Oh, no. Yeah, I think I did. No. SEC clocks. Yes. SEC's clocks on True Social bid for Bitcoin. This is, of course, pertaining to the Trump family's ETF. And there's a deadline now, apparently. U.S. Securities Exchange has formally acknowledged the ETF application from Trump Media's True Social, seeking to launch a dual Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange-traded fund. If approved, the fund would mark one of the first politically affiliated crypto ETFs. Regulatory clock starts ticking now. The SEC acknowledgement means that the agency has formally accepted ETF filing for review and is triggering a regulatory countdown. Jesus. These laser eyes, man, they get me every time. From this point, the SEC has up to 240 days to either approve or reject or request that the proposal be withdrawn. It's pretty much like a whole year, man. But yeah, I mean, I could see them getting in their way. But before the end of the year, still could happen. If approved, the ETF would allocate 75% of its holdings into Bitcoin and 25% into Ethereum, with the shares listed as the NYSE, New York Exchange. Yeah, listed. New York Stock Exchange. Custody of the assets would be handled on Crypto.com's Forest DAX Trust, which is different. Most ETFs are all handled on Coinbase. While Yorkville American Digital is positioned as a fund sponsor, assets are to be stored in cold wallets separate from the other customers' funds. Interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting they went with Crypto.com. I wonder if the Trump family has another chess piece there as well. Part of the larger ETF wave, the New York Stock Exchange filed in late June to list a new ETF by Trump Media, would track Bitcoin and Ethereum. The following marks a deeper push into digital assets by the media firm, which recently proposed a standalone Bitcoin ETF and floated a $2.4 billion Bitcoin treasury strategy. I remember they were buying paper Bitcoin last year. Was it last year? I'm pretty sure it was last year. This feels like forever ago now. The move continues a broader wave of crypto ETF filings as the SEC's regulatory posture has become more favorable toward cryptocurrency under the Trump administration. While Truth's application joins a flood of filings for the major financial players, including Fidelity, BlackRock, and Van Eck, all seeking to capitalize on rising demand for regulated crypto exposure and basket ETFs too. That's a big thing we're finally starting to see. As of April 2025, the SEC was reviewing 72 crypto-related ETF proposals encompassing a range of assets from Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Litecoin, and even meme coins. We still haven't got any of those meme coin ETFs yet, like the likes of Bonk and Trump Coin and Pepe and Doge. All of them, of course, have ETF filings. Notably, the SEC has recently proposed a decision of Fidelity's spot Solana ETF requesting public comments and pretty much putting that on hold. Why it matters: with over the dozen crypto ETF applications now under the SEC review, the True Social proposal adds political weight to the sector, already pressuring regulators for clarity. There we go, guys. Another one filed away, I guess. Another one filed away. All right, guys, let's get back in the chat before I forget. I gotta head out early today, guys. I am catching a I guess a job interview. I really don't want to do it. Damn it. Yes, I got a job interview today. I really don't want to do it. But if the price is right, I might stop the morning lives for a little while. I don't know. I gotta find a way to survive during this lull. And now that I got demonetized, I'm hoping to be back to monetization by the end of the week. But I don't know. I can't take any more risk. I have no income right now, guys. I don't want to take from my bags. I'm sure you guys have the same feeling, right? Let me know in the chat what you guys would do. And my shoes. All right, Jim Derringer. Yes, Jim Derringer. How's it going, Jim? Thanks for dealing with me this morning, Jim. Has been feeling some kind of way. Jim Derringer says, still waiting for the day that blockchain signals adoption, the ecosystem divergent in price action decoupling from Bitcoin would end the emerging market hell for alts. I read that earlier, but you know what? Another shout out to Jim on that one. Trump again kicking the can down the road. Yes, yes, Andy Bobandy. Not me, but not you, but who? How you doing this morning? Not me, not you, but who? Modang, a new sheep market. Currently 18 cents. Really cheap for a multi-billion coin. Modang is the new sheep. Is that what you're saying? You know, it's probably been like 2 months since I looked at Modang. God. Let's see. Let's take a look real quick on CoinMarketCap. Modang. Dang, Modang. Really? Really? I just typed, but it wasn't there. Okay. Boom. Modang. Damn. Yeah, no kidding. 18 cents. All-time, near all-time highs. Crazy. This thing's up from... was it 5603? Oh my god, it's crazy. Anyone who's held this damn thing this long, I cannot believe this thing still has potential to keep going though. It's a hippo. The narrative was how many months ago? 6 months ago? A year ago? When did this thing come out? End of 2024. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that. Is anyone still talking about that baby Modang? I mean, it still exists. It's not like anyone put down the baby hippo. Let's see. So maybe get some viral videos. You get this thing to pump a little bit. I'm not sure what the narrative is. Circulating supply is basically, oh my god, 989 million total supply. It's almost a billion tokens, right? It's all in circulation. So I mean, the tokenomics are there. It's just it's a meme coin. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. It probably will go to $1 if it keeps itself in relevancy. I don't know. I won't risk it for the biscuit with that one. Okay, OG Bobian says, sell the dip, buy the top, don't let them know your plan. Simon's cat is gonna win for the horde. Jeez, Boban, you're insane. You're absolutely crazy. Thank you for bringing the chaos to the show. Damn later again, says Danny. Late. Good morning, Super Danny. How you doing? Of course, waking up in the morning with some chaos and some Super Saiyan drama. Yeah, hope you have a good day today, Danny. Hit that like button and sub, says OG. OG Boban. Overcome. Good luck, dude. Thank you. I guess I kind of need it. I really don't want to pull out like money to get through the year out of my investments, but if I have to, I guess I have to. Why did you get demonetized, J Money? I still don't know. Yeah, Google doesn't really have, or YouTube doesn't really have proper support, so I don't think I will know. So I'm just trying to, there was an error or something in monetization. I'm going back and forth with them on that, in terms of like paperwork or data that they want. I don't know. It's weird. I think something got updated on the back end on Google, and it threw everything on YouTube like a little bit into a hissy fit. I noticed last night on Crypto Futures live stream, of course, was a fan, of course, of Mr. Rob over there. I noticed that he was having issues too with super chats, and I'm like, huh. And it wasn't like anyone couldn't send them. It's just like they couldn't send certain denominations. So I'm like, something changed in the back end. I just feel it. I feel like something changed, and I got thrown completely out with some sort of glitch or something. That's my guess. Either that, or I'm getting shadow banned from the ether, the dark webs or whatever. Because I bring up certain touchy topics sometimes, like the jab or like the thing. Oh man, the dollarization, and they probably don't like me burning money and all the other things. I don't know. Probably all the stuff, all the things, all above. Let's see. We have go to work, go get that paper fiat to burn the fiat bills, investing in crypto for Cliff. I mean that's how I did it before. I just really didn't. I wanted to get away from that world and stay over here and just live my life and go into the sunset with crypto forever. But maybe I'll have to go back to work. I don't know. I really don't want to drive a half hour to get somewhere just to work and then come back and then like a tenth of your day is just gone. Just gone due to travel. And then a majority of it, at least a little more than half of it is it was like 65% or so is gone just by the working, because we're only awake typically about half the day, a little more than half the day, 16 hours or whatever. Oh, damn it, Elmo! Do not, no more. I got you, babe. That's right. I some of my content got blocked because I got you, babe. I might have to go over those clips and Jesus. I might have to go over those clips and play another track or something. Milk Money, yes, I had a good conversation with you last night too, Milk Money. That was fun. But let me know if you got a suggested track. I would just remove that track and put that over it. Oh, geez. Maybe I'll do like an EDM version of I Got You, Babe, if I can find one. Like a dance track or something would be funny. Okay, so Steam on Kick says, Stream on Kick says, OG Bobian. There's a lot of platforms. There's nothing really quite like YouTube, though. I do love the community here. It's just, man, the corporate entity that is Google is pretty dark and evil, man. CH options, something to keep at the back of the mind. Alt CH. Altcoins. Are you talking about altcoins? I don't know. Back to McDonald's. Yes. Damn it, guys. We're going to have to go back to McDonald's. I still got my hat somewhere. Oh, no, I don't. I don't know where the hat went. I know I still have a Wendy's hat somewhere. Oh, jeez. I might go back to Wendy's. At one point, I was working at McDonald's and Wendy's. God. Gary Daly says, commuting to work sucks, especially when there is road construction. Oh, God. You just reminded me of all the... Ugh. And I just moved to a new place, too. And I don't know the roads very well. Okay, so alternate channel options. Gotcha, Cliff. Gotcha. We'll take a look at it. Maybe I can do multi-streams or something, too. I do need to get a new computer if I do that. Again, pulling more from my investments. Maybe I could do it on the laptop. I'm still trying to flesh out the studio as well, as you can see here. Another reason why I don't want to work at a day job. I really want to finish building this damn thing before we take off. And I also don't want to be working during the big takeoff, the big parabolic moves. Working fast food. Whoa, says Liz B. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, right? The little black hat. What? At Chipotle? Tucker at least deserves Chipotle. Oh, man. But the stains in your underwear, though. Damn. I don't know if I can ever work at Chipotle. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. Let's check one more time at Bloomberg. Then I gotta get washed up and present myself a little better for a job interview that I'm probably not gonna take. Just full transparency there. I'm probably not gonna take it, but I'll try. And if they pay enough, I mean, if they pay more than McDonald's, I guess. Okay, let's see. Looks like they're on recess right now. I wanted to see if there was anything else breaking that we might have missed. We did have a little market update we missed. I could go back to that real quick, but it's probably nothing spectacular. Let's see. Paul Sweeney.
Forrest, she's a founder and CIO of Boca Capital Partners. We'll get her thoughts on the markets. Brandon Daniels is CEO of Exinger. It is a company that focuses on trade, supply chain, and how are tariffs?
Yeah. Not totally interested in all of that, so we didn't really miss much there. That's good. And we've already heard a couple analysts this morning on the broad markets. I want to see if there's anything else going on with headlines, right? Headlines. Let's take a look at CNBC real quick and Fox Business. Thanks again, guys, for all your love and support. I really appreciate you guys. Even after I got demonetized, you guys still hanging out with the Crypto Otaku here. Oh, jeez. What's got here? Clifford Bushman. Yes. Jake the Snake. Good morning. Good morning. The King of Ohio has returned. Otaku has at least deserves Chipotle with the black hat, of course. Working fast food. Whoa, they don't deserve you, says Jake. Wake up and smell the shill. Yes, I need to be shilling, guys. Jake the Snake, of course, reminding me I need to shill harder. That's right. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. Get our monetization back. We're going to get it back, guys. We're going to get it back. We got to get to 1,000 subs, guys. That is the goal. The goal for this year is 1,000 subs. We get unlock all the superpowers. Then all the cool merch I'll be able to develop. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. And oh my gosh, all the cool emoticons and all the where's the fun YouTube stuff, man? I want to do all the fun YouTube stuff. Okay, let's see. They don't deserve me. The King of Ohio demands you pump it up. Jake, what do you think? Do you think I should go back to work in a Fiat factory job, or or to stay on YouTube and just dip a little bit into my investments as much as I need to survive? I don't know. What do you think, Jake? What do you think? It's crypto news. It's a fun, chaotic format. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Sell. OG Boban says sell stuff I can't probably say because I'll get banned and demonetized again. Gamma says would stay and get that money. That's right, D-Worm. 100% D-Worm. That's exactly what Gamma would say. Right on point, right on brand. Milk Money says get some Google glasses and stream while at McDonald's. Live from the French fryer. Oh, dude, I would get so... I mean, you're not allowed to... okay, so when I worked there, right, you're not allowed to post anything. Like, you're not allowed to have your phone on the floor. Like, I used to go in the back rooms. The back rooms. I used to go in the back rooms just to, check my bags, check my portfolio, make the markets. And then I would go in the back rooms just to set what I was listening to. Like, say I know you guys at work right now are listening to me, right? I'd be like, oh, I gotta listen to this. I gotta find this, and then if there was a content creator I didn't really care for, or wasn't really covering the topic I really wanted to hit, I'd have to go back and I could go back in the back rooms or go to the bathroom. Like, why are you in the bathroom 6 times a day? Oh, I got diarrhea. I always have diarrhea. Yeah, I had my gallbladder removed. I always have diarrhea. That was my excuse. Yeah, no, you just gotta. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta survive. Okay, so what else we have here? Super Danny says, I don't know, I'm making that about working more hours now, and then it's all being pushed back even more. More opportunity to DCA. It definitely is a good opportunity to DCA. Another reason why I'd like to try to keep...
12.4 billion.
Whoa.
I'm
not sure why that's going. My phone just randomly started playing a video that I was listening to when I was making coffee. Speaking of which, I was catching this. Meet Kevin. It's funny. Me and Milk Money were talking about him a little bit last night, and all of a sudden, he hasn't talked about Bitcoin in a long time, and here he goes rattling on about Bitcoin as of this morning. So it's kind of weird. Kind of weird how that works like that. It's almost like you introduce things into the universe. Via crypto chaos magic, possibly. What else we got here in the chat before I head out? I do have to head out soon, guys. More opportunity to DCA. Jake the Snake says, well, if you need to work, we understand, but selling your body is a good alternative. Oh no, guys, come on. I definitely can't say that stuff on stream. OnlyFans. Oh jeez. What was it? Oh, yeah. When I moved, I had some of my friends help me move, right? And I put OF on the box for office. I just wrote really quick, OF. And as soon as I box things up, I'm like, office. Because that's what I used to... I built my studio. It was intended to be my office. I didn't intend to go on YouTube. This just happened, like, sporadically. It's a long story. But anyway, so I'm like, OF. He's like, OnlyFans. You have a box full of OnlyFans stuff? So that's a true story. Anyway, J Money says, I take your funds to survive, because on the other side, if you get a job, you may not be able to position yourself as well. Exactly. That's my problem, Jay. My position as well, J Money, with it is that exactly when the big moves start, I do not want to be where I was in 2021. Where I had to, again, go to the back rooms, go to the bathroom, call off sick, that sort of stuff, just to try to balance my work and investing life. It's not fun. If you get a job, I'd be able to, so it might be worth to just, lose some. Yeah, when the moment comes, you could end up losing more. I agree with you, J Money. I think it's a solid move there. I think that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing. I'll let you know how this thing goes, but I do have to head out. I'm gonna read a few more, then I gotta go. I gotta go clean myself up. Hit dairy every day. Yes, thankfully my job I drive, and you can listen to and touch my phone as unless I'm stopped. Nice. Gamma Goddess says, Grand Rising Otaku Gamma's in the house. Good morning, Gamma. We were just talking about you. and still, oh, damn. Sticky buttons, I guess. Jesus. Extra chaos for Gamma. So be it. Fam, sorry I'm late. Just really waking up. I hope everyone's having a great day so far, and hope our predictions are right for July. Let's get this money. 100% Gamma. Right on there with you, on target. I drew this perhaps probability, right? This run-up playing out mostly in your favor. Mostly in your favor. I drew that last Friday. I'm not sure if you got to see that so far this week. But yeah, I drew that last Friday, and I'm like, oh, you know what? This is where I think we're going. And I was pretty sure that this was going to get invalidated after the market woke up kind of weak on Monday morning. And so, yeah, I'm right there with you. So what I did, again, according to Price is Right rules, I placed myself right above you. Hoping, of course, to steal some of your thunder. This is amazing here, though, that this week right here is more than likely going to be the breakout now. That the narrative is placed right on top of it, with Crypto Week being the Genius Act and the Clarity Act, both being passed within the same week. That's, of course, the market structure bill and the stablecoin bill. So yeah, that's the current narrative, Gamma. And yeah, you just reminded me, so I wanted to show you live on the stream. Okay, see, I buy that for $1, says Milk Money. That's right.
I buy that for $1.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be working 9 to 5. Yeah, I hope I don't like this job, guys. I really hope I don't like it, or the money. I don't like the money. Your family were like, so that's how he made his money. I knew it wasn't crypto. It was OnlyFans. Oh, you guys are still rattling on about OnlyFans. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Greatest of all time, Jake the Snake. Thank you. You are too great. You're awesome, Jake. Or get a remote job like King of Ohio so they don't know that you're on the phone. Dude, I could literally just be doing this and moving the mouse. Oh, I can't get that. Oh, just pick up the phone and have it on there with you guys. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to be talking to customers like while doing a YouTube channel. Oh, it'd be so funny. You hear what he said? Put him on mute real quick. He thinks he's gonna get this package for this price, or whatever. Of course, customer service you're doing. OF buttons, D-worm, OnlyFans buttons. Oh my God, sticky OF. Oh man, that's great. I rolled right into that. That's awesome. OnlyFans buttons are sticky. Yep. Oh geez, good luck this morning. Thank you, McNerney. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's been a while since I seen you, man. Hope you're doing well. And feet pics for sure. You guys don't want to see my feet. You want to see these? Yay, I'm excited. Let's go. Thank you, Otaku. Thank you, Gamma Goddess. And with that, I bid you guys adieu. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tonight. Tonight with the the foreign markets. Tomorrow open. So yeah, foreign markets opening, of course, tonight with our live stream at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. I will see you guys there. Gonna fight, of course, to get our monetization back. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to that job interview. Have a good one. Peace.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, bold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me bottle forevermore and more and more and more and more. Island more. Hollywood shopping is yours. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
I I never understood the OnlyFans feet thing, man. I mean, girls' feet they're dainty, they're cute, whatever. But I mean, I just never understood the the attraction that kind of way to it. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys tonight. Have a good one. Later. I gotta get to the job.